Energy and now on Spectrum Television with your favorite sweet boy Simon with the Y. You know how we do it right here, vibes on vibes, nothing less. You get it? Nothing less, but we give you all the vibe that you want to get. You know how we do it now, from music to movies. Now let's go there. Zoo. See you after the short break, guys. Welcome back from that short break, guys. So OBO is on the table again. So on the team this year hosted a press conference to discuss plans for his upcoming concert. Now, Davido released his fourth album on March 31st this year, and the highly anticipated album has performed. Now, Davido's timeless album is enjoying unprecedented success as it has shattered every first week Nigerian record across all 5 major streaming platforms. He also performed 2 songs off the album on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Yep, you heard me right. So the megastar is set to perform the album for the first time in Nigeria in a show at Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos on April 23rd. Persons. Yep, you heard me. I beg your pardon, 50,000. 50,000. How can I even look down on that place like that? Please, Tafawa Balewa, forgive me. Forgive me. 50,000 persons I meant to say. So at a press conference, here promises to be an exciting experience, you know. So while addressing the press, Davido reassured fans that he has visited the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, who promised to beef up the venue with extra security. Okay, yes, and then the concert is set to... Okay, so the journalist, one of the journalists here, asked Davido in this particular press conference, you know, about his upcoming deluxe album and what fans should expect next from a man who has songs. He also stated that he intends to continue performing at the highest level while using his music to position Africa at the top. Now, Davido's A Timeless Night deluxe concert is scheduled for April 23rd, and fans can expect to have a captivating show. Now, while the interview was going on, an overzealous, I don't know who said that, overzealous journalist said that fans were Davido's response. Let's see a video of Davido's response to this journalist.
I mean, then some other people feel that the song was just too...
music. I feel like, you know, it should be divided, and at the end of the day, as a musician, I wanted to deliver a classic album. You know, there's emotion, but obviously not too much emotion. In my life, if I want to talk about it, there's time for that. But on this album, that was not what I was going for. So that answers your question.
Sometimes we humans, I don't know, we should try to mind our business more. I'm very sure that the journalist or anyone else who was not expecting him to wallow, I mean, stuff. Is it necessary? I mean, this guy is trying to come out of whatever thing that he has gone through, you know. He's trying to let this thing slide. Why are you trying to make... So he's supposed to now do what? Sing songs like... Instead of now available, he's supposed to be doing... Oh, Davido, whose real name is David Adedeji Adeleke, shared candid details about his educational journey. You know, so the 30-year-old music icon, known for his hit songs and interesting lifestyle, yeah, admitted that he left the university to focus on his music, which had become a promising career path for him. But somehow, however, his father, a successful businessman and a philanthropist, was adamant that he pay for his music videos. That's if he decides to go to school. Now, I feel like Davido is among the few Nigerians that says school is a waste of time and money. You know where they say, school na scam, school na scam. Okay, now I feel Davido was just one of those people. So all that matters to him is the gift, the talent, and of course to make cool cash, make the shimane education. Now the first place I came to when I ran from home was London. That from there I came back to Nigeria, and my dad wanted me to go to school. You know, now the question that he asked was, what's in for him? Now this Davido asking his father, so if I go to school now, what's the major thing? What am I going to get afterwards? And then his father said that he has a land, not, you know, and then it was a world-class studio. you know, and he will give him, and then the father afterwards give him money to shoot music videos. Now, it's actually nice. It's actually very super cool to see that his father is somehow back in the university. So the singer eventually graduated with a second-class upper degree from the music department of Babcock University in Osun State. Now, Davido, who has won rather multiple awards and accolades for his music, is known for his philanthropic efforts, you know, and has been involved in awards. We got to find out that he gave the money to the less privileged, and then, you know, so he's been doing some nice charitable acts to people that, you know, the less privileged, people that didn't have so much. And so he has also been you know, barely a few days ago, Davido had said his family never thought he would do so well in his musical career. We spoke about this yesterday on the show. And then that Davido said that his name, Davido, has opened doors that even his father's money couldn't open. You know, so it's not about the money. So all we need in life is that one person to push and motivate us to do better in life. And then fortunately for Davido, he found that person in his father. Big ups, he decided to do music. Yeah, his name Davido has opened doors for so many people in his family and even himself as well. So if you mention his father's name and say, oh, my father has money, nobody move like that. You understand? So big ups to Davido for everything that he's been doing so far in the musical industry and trying to give us the vibe that we need ever since he got back into the musical scene. You know, after he's been away, he came back and now we are feeling all the fire, all the energy that he came back with. Yes. So moving on, guys. Remember the saga and the beef between AY and his colleague Basket Mouth? Yes. So veteran Nigerian comedian, actor, and singer Julius Agu was recently put on the spot during a radio interview with Naija Info 102.7 FM about the beef between his junior colleagues, that's AY and Basket Mouth. Now, Julius Agu, during the interview, shed some light. I told us that the problem between these two guys is way more than the whole 30K or loyalty thingy. They don't want to tell us what the problem is, but we know with time there's nothing hidden under the sun. When breeze blow, what thing gonna happen? We gonna know. But funny enough, I said this before that that's their problem. So Agu also noted that unlike what Basket Mouth said during his interview about the fight, Bright, that's Basket Mouth, now seems to hold some unsaid grudges against AY. Yes, because I mean, how can you just explain to me that, oh, okay, from the interview he had with Ebuka show, that's the honest bunch, and now told us that AY and himself, they don't talk. And then he went on to say that both of them haven't even taken pictures before. Now, later that evening, after that podcast video came out to the open, later that evening, guys, you know what happened that evening now? Nigerians went in, you know how they used to dig for gold inside? They dug pictures, not one picture now, about 3 to 4 different pictures of AY and friends. They've never even taken pictures. He doesn't even call him and everything. But there was an interview with Chudi, the media personality, and AY said Basket Mouth is a very difficult person, and he had different conversations. But Basket Mouth is not admitting to any of these things. So we don't know exactly what is Basket Mouth's problem. You get me? Now, the veteran comedian also said that he revealed to Nigerians about the call he placed across to AY once upon a time, you know, because AY hijacked the Easter Sunday show from him. He felt like, this guy don't insult me. Now, let's see a video of Julius Agu talking about this.
A quarter, say 30,000, na him make up. It depends. Maybe Basket Mouth, they vex for another thing. Do you understand? But you know, back say no, feel no. Maybe you get another thing where they vex them, where they carry for mind, where make no fit come. Yeah. Because I mean, when you talk about some certain things, you know, make I talk now. Live AY cut phone on my neck. You know?
Are you sure I cut phone on your
yes,
neck?
I am sure.
You know,
I dey sure.
Well,
I dey sure. I dey do laugh for Christ. Let me say, it depends on him. Now, based on Basket Mouth.
Okay, now you don't go back to the both of them now.
Yes. Now, let me ask me.
Clearly, from what I'm seeing now, I feel like this beef, I think it has left just AY and Basket Mouth. I think Julius Agu has joined inside because if you notice what he's, I don't know. I can't tell for sure, but the sky is wide enough for every bird to fly. So I feel like the point where AY decided to do his shows on Easter Sunday and Julius Agu too normally has his shows the same day. I feel like doesn't really hold water for me. If you have your fan base business by now, you should know that, you do your business. Business are business. I mean, on a normal day, you walk on the streets and you see like what egg, Gary, beans. But guess what? People will still buy. Who go buy, go still buy. You know, get as you want be. So he's complaining now that AY, do your show. As a matter of fact, Julius Agu have been off. He's been off the screens for a while now. He's actually been off for a while. We don't know why. We just see him featured in some movies. You know, sometimes nobody all these things gonna make you come back. How could they realistic? Like I told you guys before, the sky is too wide for every bird to fly without touching each other. So if go listen, go still listen. But it's all good anyways. You shall know that they are adults and they can resolve their issues. You know, but I feel like it's dry for this particular thing. But for whatever the case anyways, we are happy that he had to air it out somehow, finally. And then AY, we are waiting for your response, sir. Because these days, I think it's just banter here, banter there, banter here, banter there. Talking about banter, recurring figure in the news as he doesn't hesitate to pick fights with just anybody. Organo they fear anybody. You know, so in his latest troublemaking antics, Portable has fired back to Goya Mena for comments he made during an interview with Hip TV. Now, during the interview, Goya Mena he was asked if he had issues with Portable, and he replied that there were none. Now, Goya Mena said before drawing a preference, or rather a reference that painted Portable as a dog barking at an low blow.
I was asked about last week, and the reply I gave was, the situation is like an elephant doing its thing. So no one needs to pay attention. The elephant just keep moving, doing its own thing, and that's the situation. We have about last week, and the reply I gave was,
didn't sit well with Portable, who recorded you know, a reply. You know, Portable doesn't waste time for things like this, and so he gave his own reply to what Goya Mena has said. Okay, so now let's see a video of Portable talking about these things and giving his own side of the whole gist.
You then when they come musician, they come at you. How many hits you sing? Go to me. Who? You then want Jesus? You go to buy wine, Muhammad, no more. Please. How many music you sing? Please. Talk. You don't understand? Goya Mena, become where? How many hits you drop? Where you don't travel? Go how many shows? Zazu, who no Zazu? I'm a babu, Zazu. You bloody me. I will give you. People will give you a word. Say they're going to.
The back and forth between Goya Mena and Portable started after they were nominated for the 2022 Headies Awards. Now, Portable was later disqualified for the award ceremony with his 2 nominations withdrawn, and Goya Mena went on to win the Street Hop category. Now, Portable reacted to Goya Mena's win, claiming that he was, you know, unknown on the streets, while Goya on the other hand, replied him saying that he's too educated to join issues with someone like Portable. Now, after Portable released this video, Goya Mena still decided to, you know,
on the internet yesterday. My fans are elites, and majority of them don't comment on the internet. They've reached out to me, and they asked me not to reply because silence is the best answer given to. I posted you on my page, so that's what I have to say on the matter.
All this back and forth, I don't know where they want to go to with all of this drama. I feel like it's not necessary. I've told you guys before, the sky is wide enough for everybody to fly. So if you feel like you're being threatened by this person, or you feel like this person is doing, they can do what they want to do. We have the likes of Burna Boy, we have Davido, we have Wizkid, we have people. They are doing their own. Does not mean that it's not a competition, but it's just something mild. You're on your own. You're really on your own. Let's just try to resolve all of these things before it gets out of hand, or we start seeing violence everywhere. So it starts. Once upon a time, we used to have Wizkid FC and 30BG Gang. Like that. So sometimes these guys behind closed doors, they will go there and go shake hands. They will chill. Who would have thought that Wizkid calls Davido almost every 3 days to check up on him while he was away? Wizkid actually came up to say, go listen to my brother's song. He called Davido his brother. And yes, they were supposed to go on a tour together this year, but because of his album release and everything, he had to shift it to next. Portable's fans were saying that Portable is better off than him. And he didn't say a word. That's why he was telling us that his fan base are actually, they are elites, like he called them, and they are well-learned, and so they don't have time to banter words with Portable for whatever, after she called out Nollywood actor Ray Emodi. Now, in a video that was posted on Instagram, spotted the young actress and producer while she was in tears as she revealed how the acting that she paid him before her script was out, because he had told her before time that another producer was on his case and would only work with the person that pays him first. However, instead, now, she noted that she pleaded with him, but he refused and insisted on doing a refund, and then she sent him her account number. But 2 days after she had sent her details, she still did not get paid. Now, her money was not refunded back to her. Now, when the filmmaker reached out to Emodi, now, she claimed that he said he was going to pay her in 3 weeks' time. Now, she asked him why, because he was the one who insisted on the refund. According to Rosie, the young filmmaker, things degenerated to the left.
Video right now. I am Rosie Adigwe by name, a Nollywood actress and a producer. Please, I believe some of you know this man on this picture. Ray movie. Ray declined the job after 4 days of payments because I paid him before my script was out, and my reasons was to secure the date. Then after 4 days of payment, I sent my script to him. He started telling me that he cannot do the job, that he wants to refund because of the scene numbers given to him. Since different from what he told me that he was taking. I beg him, sir, please, do this job for me. I begged him, I pleaded with him. I was even wanting to top up money for himself. He said no, that he don't want. He was so rude to me. I said, okay, fine, no problem. I sent my account number to him. After 2 days, I shouted him, sir, I'm still waiting for your response. Ray told me that he's not going to pay me till 3 weeks' time. I asked him, sir, why? You are the one who made mention of refunding. I never wanted this. I do not want it. I have everything. I have the evidence. I begged this guy, please do this job for me. He refused that he's going to pay me but 3 weeks' time. I said, sir, why? That I'm working with this money. You know I'm supposed to start shooting soon, and I'm doing my job with this money. So before the 3 weeks, I was begging, sir, please give me my money. I have to postpone my job. I've postponed my job twice now. I've postponed my job 2 times because of Ray. I've postponed my job. But he blocked me on WhatsApp. I can't even text him again. Because the last time I spoke with him, what he told me was that I'm acting childish. That I should stop disturbing him. I should stop inconvenience. After
Now, on the other hand, Ray Emodi has come out to talk about the said 700,000 naira that the lady is talking about and why.
Must have seen the accusations on social media about me owing somebody 700,000 naira, and not just somebody, a young girl. First of all, the girl has gotten her 700,000 naira back. Like, if you, this is that we agreed 40 scenes for a certain amount, and then she paid, said, okay, 40 scenes. And it was even discount too. I don't collect 700K, it's 10 million for 40 scenes. This girl come back with 60 scenes. 60 scenes. I said, I cannot do it. She said, please, nah. I said, but we have a deal. It's not about please. She started crying on the phone.
I've seen a lot of comments talking about, okay, she breached the contract or the deal. Do you get me? Because it was 40 scenes that was agreed. She came with 60 scenes. Cool, she breached it. 10 million naira a movie. But I'm not wealthy, okay? I'm literally still an actor. Like, I could be a serious accident away from Hank Sanuku. Respects that. Honestly, for real, I'm not trying to be funny. Do you get me? Like, I do a lot.
Now, I'm going to be talking about this from 2 sides of the coin. Okay, so I'm going to be addressing Ray Emodi's filmmaker not plan before deciding to produce a movie. To produce movies is not it's not, I don't know, it's not just walking on the streets and just picking biscuits by the roadside and just eat and then you move on and you feel like, okay, that's it. No, no. Because for her to be able to give him 700,000, which means she had something left, but for the fact that her shoot, her production had to be on hold because of this particular money, simply means that she did not plan properly for it. And then she brings one unprofessional. You don't send money to an artist without sending the script. Number one, you now send the script to him and you're giving him way more than 60 scenes. If it were to be you, how would you react to it? Now, that was her own side where she had breached the contract, okay? And then the agreement they had, she didn't follow suit with it. But on the long run, if you know you were not going to do it anymore, send her money. It didn't have to get to this point. It didn't have to get to the point where she has to call you out for you to now send, trying to see how she can find her feet. And remember, as a young filmmaker like this, it's a 50-50 thingy. She can spend 2 million on a film, and I'm very sure it's not a short film. It's a full-length film. So she can spend 2 million, but she might likely not get it back. At the end of the day, it's going to be on YouTube. And maybe she might never have so much subscribers that she's going to get back her money from YouTube. You actually suggested for, then why not just give her back the money? So we move. Please, if you are a filmmaker out there or you want to do anything, plan properly. Plan properly. Don't just jump and because you...
Hoy te la exploto, ¿cómo? Oh, mamá, ¿qué problema me va? Oh, mamá, me mata la curiosidad. Oh, mamá, te vendo que te no hay atrás. Oh, mamá, un choque de electricidad. Oye, oh, mamá, hoy te la exploto, ¿cómo? Oh, mamá, ¿qué problema me va? Oh, mamá, me mata la curiosidad. Oh, mamá, te vendo que te no hay atrás. Oh, mamá, un choque de electricidad. Oye, oh, mamá, hoy te la exploto, ¿cómo? Oh, mamá, ¿qué problema me va? Oh, mamá, me mata la curiosidad. Oh, mamá, te vendo que te no hay atrás. Oh, mamá, un choque de electricidad. Oye, oh, mamá, hoy te la exploto, ¿cómo? Oh, mamá, ¿qué problema me va? Oh, mamá, me mata la curiosidad. Oh, mamá, te vendo que te no hay atrás. Oh, mamá,
more interesting gist about everything, not just about entertainment now, politics and everything all put together. Okay, so now guys, let's talk about some Nigerian celebrities who have in one way or the other cheated death. Okay, so now miracles intrigued many people for years. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about few Nollywood stars or celebrities that have also, you know, faced this party flashing before their eyes and intense emotion. Now, Nigerian celebrities, like all of us, are not immune to death. Let's get that right. Some of them have faced death somehow, one-on-one. You know that thing. They face death like this one-on-one. Now, first on my list is Yul Edochie. In 2019, Yul Edochie was involved in a horrifying accident. The star and politician shared a profound reflection on Twitter, and he wrote, "My whole life flashed before me in a second, and a voice told me, spreading the word of God." Now, his near-death experience left him with a renewed sense of purpose, and he's using the world is still mourning with him and all of that. So we just hope that for the fact that he escaped death once and now he's lost his son, something like this is not going to happen to his family again. No tragic news, no negative news is going to befall him or his family again. Secondly, guys, Uche Elendu on the 12th, sadly crash landed. Now, the actress who recounted her near-death experience on Instagram expressed her gratitude to God for sparing her life. In her post, she also shared her encounter with a male air host who made derogatory remarks about her faith and, of course, dismissed her belief in divine intervention. You know, her story serves as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, faith can provide a source of strength and comfort. Yes. Moving on, guys. Melvin Odua. Okay, so in a dramatic twist of fate, now coming out of the severe accident with his life intact, Melvin took to social media to express his deep gratitude to God for his miraculous escape, along with a picture of his badly crushed car. Now, he added a simple yet powerful caption and said, "Thank you, Jesus." That's the name. Circumstances. Okay, so Melvin Odua actually came out of that alive, and he just gave us something strong. Thank you, Jesus. That's the only person that we can thank in the midst of our adversities and trouble. Okay, next person, guys, is Jide Kosoko, the veteran gas leak car accident. Now, the actor who was driving himself at the time, his car suddenly failed, causing the car to spin out of control. Now, the incident left share his story of survival and to express his gratitude to God for sparing his life. Jide Kosoko's experience serves as a powerful reminder that live one. So if you are alive right now, guys, do well to be grateful to God. When you wake up in the morning, go on your knees and say, "Lord, thank you." Now, in a world where violence and insecurity seem to be on the rise, the story described what can only be described as a horrific attack from suspected assassins. If you remember that story. So reports suggest that she was shot. X-ray video showing 10 bullets that had been removed from her head and 2 from close to her eyes. Yes, so Angela credited her survival to God's intervention and described it as a clear indication of his divine plan in her life. So her story is one of, okay, don't wait till something happens to you for you to say, "God, thank you." Be grateful to God at all times. Be grateful to God at all times. Okay, so Angela Okore survived this with 12 bullets. The glory of God, she's alive, and the host of many other people. We've had other celebrities, but if you want to go on and on with the list, we won't leave here today. Okay, but these are few people that have actually survived all of this. Okay, moving on, guys. Let's talk about Rema a bit. I don't know reaching the top 6 of the Billboard Hot 100. Afrobeats, guys, is becoming the biggest genre in the world, and Nigerian superstars are driving the exportation of African music to a global audience all round. Now, after breaking the new peak position of number 6, in the chart week of April 22nd this year, Rema's Calm Down moved up 1 spot from his previous. Calm Down is indeed calming people down. It calms us down. Brother, calm down, we are calm. So since its release in February last year, Calm Down would go on to achieve huge international success, which was consolidated with the release of the Selena Gomez on Billboard Hot 100. Remember, Burna Boy has also gotten the RIAA plaque too. You know, he's gotten it twice because of his own song. So, but Calm Down is set to surpass over 2 billion across all platforms. And it's also the most rise on the charts. Fans will be eager to see if Rema's Calm Down can break into top 5 of the Billboard Hot 100. As a matter of fact, Okay, let's go on a quick and sharp break. And when we come back, you know what we do now. We'll be wrapping up with the show. As you all know, guys, it's been an exciting moment telling you about everything that's been happening so far in the entertainment industry, from Nollywood to music and everything all put together, and also talking to you about some Sucre Papito. It's entertainment now on Spectrum Television. Do not move a muscle, guys. The news will be coming up very soon, and I will see you tomorrow.